Are you just getting started on YouTube? We've got Roberto Blake talking about the 5 things you don't want to do when you're starting a new channel coming up.
This video is brought to you by vidIQ, the #1 Chrome extension for YouTubers looking for on-point data analysis, research resources, and enhanced video creator tools. Start getting more views in less time today by signing up for free at vidiq.com/influence. That's vidiq.com/influence.
What's up, influencers? Welcome to another interview where we're helping build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. I have Roberto from Roberto Blake, the channel helping you to create something awesome today. Thanks, Roberto, for being on our channel again.
Thank you so much for having me back, Benji.
Yeah, and you've been a huge supporter of YouTube Secrets, so thank you for that. And when I saw you at this event, we're actually here at Menfluential, I was like, I need to get Roberto on here to share with you guys the 5 things you don't want to do when you're first starting out on YouTube. And I'll let you take it away with the first thing.
So the first thing I think you should absolutely not do when you're starting on YouTube as a small YouTuber or a beginner is not judge yourself based on other channels. Comparison is the theft of joy. Can't do it. Do not focus on what other people are doing. Stay in your own lane.
Yeah, and remember, there's so many variables that could be affecting other people's success. And they might have, done YouTube channels like 3 or 4 times before they started that one. So remember, it's important that you have to stay in your own lane and know that your own journey is unique to you, and success will happen in a different way at a different time. The second thing that you don't want to do when you're first starting your YouTube channel is
you don't want to focus on these wild production values. I know so many of you watch Peter and Casey and Fun for Louie, and you think, well, I want to make stuff like that, or that's what would make me feel good and proud of my videos. But the reality is that when you're just getting started, you haven't put in the time and effort to those skills. Those people weren't that good overnight either. That was a decade behind the scenes of hard work and skill. And what you really need to focus on if you want to be successful is your emotional impact with your audience, the connection, your on-camera presence. The thing that I sucked the most at when I got started was just being on camera and being comfortable and being myself.
Yeah, and remember, it's the value you deliver to the viewers that is the most important. I can still remember some of the earliest videos I watched on YouTube were not in HD. There was some kind of value, whether that was comedy, whether that was information, news, I was learning something. So the value you deliver is way more important than the production. So start with what you have.
The third thing that you don't want to do when you're focusing on trying to get started with YouTube is you don't want to do it alone. It's the hardest thing sometimes to stay motivated and stay encouraged. A lot of you tell me, Roberto, how do I stay motivated as a small YouTuber? What did you do? And my answer is you shouldn't do what I did, because what I did was I went it alone. And I wasn't demotivated because of views or subscribers or anything like that. I think the thing that was the hardest for me was feeling like there wasn't anyone I could really talk to about what I was going through and ask questions. Sometimes I had tutorials, but that's not the same thing. So I think trying to find people that you can come up with and becomes part of some kind of community is the best thing you should do. So don't go it alone. It's isolating and you'll get in your head too much.
The fourth thing that you don't want to do when you're first starting out your channel is
don't buy expensive gear. Now, I know I'm a gearhead. That might sound hypocritical, but I'm also the guy who says gear matters. But here's the context of that. I think that you should work with the tool you have and you should master it and then move on. And I think you can invest a little bit of yourself over time with the gear. I started out on a camera that didn't even really have, when I started doing this seriously, I had a Nikon D3200. It didn't even have a flip screen. I had to find the hacks and the things to make sure that I had the autofocus. And some of my videos, they weren't in focus the 100% of the time. And I had to take the criticism and learn to live with it. But I was doing the best I can with what I had. Our friend Amy talks about that quite a bit. So don't go overboard and buy the expensive gear. Focus on just making the best quality content you can with what you have right there.
The fifth thing that you don't want to focus on when you're first starting out a channel is
the numbers. Do not let the numbers get in your head. In fact, I implore you, I beg of you, the first year you're on YouTube, focus on just building relationships with a handful of people that watch your videos and enjoy them, and focus on just making the content better. Focus on not how can I grow, how can I get bigger? No, focus on how can my audio not suck? Like, how can I have a better on-camera presence? How can I like my presentation skills more? How can I like this edit more? Focus on the process for the first year, because that's about making quality content, and then you deserve an audience. We don't deserve an audience for our dress rehearsal. That sounds harsh, it sounds hurtful, but think about it. Like, when I was actually scared that people would watch my videos. Some of you have told me that you're scared someone will find your YouTube channel and you'll be embarrassed. But the thing is, if you know that you're making the best content out there, at least the best you can make, you wouldn't be embarrassed or scared for people to watch it. So before you worry about having an audience and using that to prove something to people, like friends or family who don't agree with what you're doing, make it so that your content is undeniably good, and then worry about making sure that it's worthy of someone's time and attention. I met a young man here at Menfluential, Demetrius. His cinematography blew me away. He has 300 subscribers, and I don't know if I ever will be as good a cinematographer or editor as him. His quality, it much more exceeds the audience that he has, and the numbers are not an indication of quality of content at all. The views and subs don't matter. Quality content is quality content.
We'll definitely put his channel down below so that you guys can check out what he's talking about. Thank you so much for being here. I would love for you to leave with our audience, the video influencer community, a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation, and your last message to help people understand, how important it is to stick to this long term, because this can happen for them. And, just share a little bit about, why you do this.
You know what? It's the message that I give every day. Go out there and create something awesome today. And I really mean it, because it is the philosophy that I think was the turning point in saving my life and waking me up. I realized that I could take responsibility for my life and my happiness and even my income if I realized that every single day I have an opportunity to make something that I am proud of and that I am happy to put my name on and to put it out into the world. And I want that for each and every one of you, because it is the thing that I think saved my life. It's the thing I wake up for every single day, knowing that I can make something. I can make whatever I want. And whether other people appreciate it, accept it, or like it, the thing is, I like it. I'm doing it for me. And I want you to do it for yourself. I want you to do it for the applause.
Boom. You guys, leave a comment and let us know what are the things that you're not going to do on your channels that you have been doing that you learned here, or maybe you learned somewhere else. We love reading them, and some of the best advice is down there. Also, hit like and consider subscribing if you're new to this channel, and make sure you visit Roberto's channel. We'll put the link down below. As always, we're helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. We'll talk to you later.